So, figured I'd give you a little bit of a life update. I haven't done this in a little bit. As you know, I generally try to keep a lot to myself. Well, first things first, I'm taking this jacket off. I was going to record outside, and then it just got too noisy, and a lot of other problems. So, my Jack Skeleton hoodie. It's right there. Okay, first things first. Something a little bit shocking and a little bit personal. As you guys may remember, if you've been following me for a while, I originally planned to join the military. I was going to be in the Army or the National Guard. I was not interested in the Navy, I was not interested in the Air Force, well, maybe a little bit, but not like, I wasn't like invested, and I definitely was not into the Marines. I saw them as too high-strung. If you're a Marine, I respect you, and I respect your profession, but it's not for me. It was a little too intense with what I saw and everything, and it was too much. Anyway, I got a call about 2 days ago from the Colorado National Guard. Yeah. The Colorado National Guard, not the Arizona or Wyoming National Guard. Colorado. As you guys know, I've been living in I've been living in Arizona for the past, let's see, it's November now. I came here in like June, July, somewhere around there. 5 to 6 months, somewhere around there, maybe less. No, my math is completely off. What am I thinking? Alright, let's see. I think I came here in like June, right? July, August, September. So about 3 to 4 months. See, my math is completely off. I'm willing to admit when I was wrong. And I had been staying with my family for over a year. Or half a year at this point. Maybe a year. Half a year to a year. Brain no work good. Not perfect system. I am foggy-minded today. But around this time last year, like a little, actually it was around September. God, my dates are all fucked up. I am sorry. But last year I was living in Wyoming. And around that time I had been looking into military stuff. I went through the process of getting my medical records to them. And they just now got back to me. They called me and said if I was interested to call them back. And that leads to a whole host of problems. Do I want to do it? Yes and no. No, because I want to keep doing this. Yes, because it's income until further notice. However, I am also aware that the military is a huge fucking commitment. And I would have no time to vlog until basic training was over, which is about 90 days? 60 to 90 days, somewhere around that time span. Might be a little less for National Guard, I don't know. But, I have had a friend tell me to join the Army because it's better. And I thought about it, but I'm just like, I don't know. But, I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like, here's a rock, here's a hard place. Dead me in the middle. And it's just slowly closing in, like dead me in the middle. It's closing in. Okay, so let me explain the rock and the hard place thing going on. I want to go back to Colorado. I'm done with Arizona. I don't like that my body hates it here. And what I mean by that is, I've had more kidney stones here than I ever have in my life. I've had them once in Colorado. One time in all my life. And since I've been here, I've had them 5 to 6 times. And if you have had kidney stones, you know that sucks. It partially has to do with your diet, but as I looked into it, it actually has to do with altitude and dry weather. You see where I'm going with this? Basically, it's too hot, it's too dry, and I don't know anyone here. But more importantly, I don't feel safe here. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Like, and I'm not trying to judge any group of people or anything, but I get a lot of really angry looks a lot of the time. Even when I'm not vlogging, I'm just like walking down the street and people just like, and I'm not even doing anything, I'm just walking down the fucking street. Well, sidewalk, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm just walking and playing Pokemon Go. Not bugging nobody, got my headphones in. And it really hit home on Halloween. On my birthday, of all goddamn things. I went for a walk at night because it was nice out, nice and cold, the way I like it. Don't at me with your hot weather bullshit. But I sat down at one of the tables in the apartment complex, and I was dressed up as a witch. Obviously, you guys saw my costume in the Halloween videos. I sat down at a table to play on my phone, talk to people, and just enjoy my day, or my night, whatever you call it. A group of people walked up and threatened to rip my purse away from me and take things out of it, and demand candy despite they were wearing no costumes. They were a bunch of punk teenagers. I didn't pay them any mind, but I was afraid because there were 6 of them to 1 of me, and the majority of them were dudes who were bigger than me. And this is not saying that guys are monsters or anything, but the way that they were talking was like they were trying to be gang members. You know, the way I see it, these people just try to push you to do whatever the fuck they want you to do. And I informed them, hey, I don't got no candy. They called me a liar. I don't fucking lie. I had nothing in my purse except for like my ID and stuff. I was carrying that stuff around in case a cop stopped me and asked what I was doing, because I'm always paranoid that that's gonna happen. You never fucking know, because I've been stopped before for doing literally nothing except walking, and I don't know, it's stupid. But that's not the first time I've had people basically be very aggressive towards me here, and I don't know if it's like a thing to try to push people like me or whatever, but it wasn't fun. And I don't want people thinking like, oh, you're just being a crybaby, you're being soft. Here's the thing. I have dealt with verbal abuse a lot in my life, and I tend to read way too much into tone and how people talk to me. When you come up to me and say, you know, go rip that right out of your hands, I'm gonna rip that person out and take all your shit, that is a threat to me. And it's personal. Like, I feel like I'm in danger or I'm in trouble or some shit. And I was there alone. Let's put that in perspective here. I'm a scrapper. I will fight people if I have to, but I'm not going to take on 6 fucking people at once. I'm not stupid. The best thing I could do was turn on my music and ignore them. And eventually they went away. But, I don't know, like, something about that made me feel very afraid. And I don't shake very easily, so for them to scare me like that it wasn't okay. But, beyond that, I don't know how accepting of people like me they are here. I know Phoenix is pretty open, but Mesa, when I looked it up, it actually ranked lower in acceptance of LGBT people, which suddenly explains quite a bit why I didn't get a job when I was looking. But anyway, enough negativity. Let's move on to some other stuff. I have it all written down on my phone because I'm weird and I like to make lists. I now officially have an Instagram, thanks to one of you guys convincing me to do it, as well as Pride. Pride is one of my others, and we'll talk about him in another video. But, you know who you are. Subscriber, person, hello. Don't think I need to name people, but, consider this kind of a shout-out. I'm awful at shout-outs. I'll be 100% real with you. I always say, like, you know who you are, because most people do. But I want to say thank you for telling me to do that, because, it's been doing pretty good for a start, actually. Like, I'm honestly surprised that it grows faster than my YouTube. Oh my god, that hurts so bad to say. Like, I started it literally yesterday, and it's already at 14 people. Just from me posting. Why is it easier than YouTube? Why? Why is that so easy? Oh my gosh, it makes me so freaking mad. Like, jeez. But I am happy that I have it, because it's another outlet since Facebook wasn't really working with it. I do have a Facebook page, but with the new changes that Facebook's done, they will not let me change my page name. And I don't feel like starting a new one. So technically, my Facebook page is still My Spooky Life, even though it's changed on here. And I made a post about that on there and everything, but that stuff barely gets any attention. No matter how often I post, it's just like, okay, whatever. I'll find new outlets. I'm adaptive. I adapt and I overcome my issues. Which is what I'm trying to do here, but it's a lot harder than you think. Contemplating changes. Now that's something that I've been really I've been fighting with myself with. And the idea that I had, I don't know if I'm going to really implement this too much. Actually, I probably should, considering the idea. More DID content, less vlogs. Now, I like vlogs, don't get me wrong, but as it stands right now, I'm not able to do them. I have nowhere to go. Not sure what else to do besides go to the park, which is boring to people, I'm sure. There will be vlogs, just not as many. As you may have noticed, I'm doing more talking, things like this. And I want to get more into discussing my system and the others within it and what their roles are and discussing mental health in general. To kind of keep it with the, the DID part of my username. So that's a change I've been contemplating a lot, and I think I'm gonna keep going with that idea. Now, obviously, gameplay is still gonna be a thing occasionally. I'm still gonna, occasionally play video games, and I do want to start crafts. Actually, I had this idea earlier to do a paper fan, so I can just, whenever I feel like it. But I suck at origami, so that might actually just be a funny little watch by fail video and help my self-esteem get lower. I'm kidding. But seriously, like, I have such low self-esteem, like, you have no fucking idea. To wrap up this video, I am so excited for next week, because next week, my pre-orders for the new Pokemon games come out, and I'm so freaking excited. I'm a nerd. I love, like, pop culture stuff a lot. Like, depending on the pop culture stuff, obviously. Like, there's a lot of things I'm a little kind of iffy on. But Pokemon has been a mainstay with me for years. Like, that shit saved my life. I'm not even kidding. Like, that was my escape. All through my childhood and into my adult years. It is still my escape to this day. And I'm not going to let, like, some negative comments from other people, like, ruin my experience, because honestly, I don't care how many Pokemon are in the fucking game. I never try to complete the stupid Pokedex because I think it's dumb. I don't see a point. It's never been my goal from the start to fucking collect all of them, because honestly, I had no one to trade with. I was a lonely little fucker, okay? I had no friends who had the games, no friends with the link cable, and I generally was a loner all my life. I do have friends now who I can trade with, but honestly, I don't feel like doing it most of the time. I'm just like, okay, I want to play with what I got. And because I pre-ordered both games, I get both experiences. Oh my god, I'm turning into like a female version of Garrett Watts, except my obsession isn't Harry Potter, it's Pokemon. Oh god, what is my life? But seriously, like, I'm excited. I'm already trying to work out my teams a little bit for both games. Obviously, because of how the Switch works, I can have multiple profiles, so that means I can play with all the starters and see what I like best. I have seen the leaks, before anyone says anything. Leaks, I'm still iffy. Like, keep in mind, we've seen people legitimately fake 3D models before, so that's why I'm a little skeptical. But honestly, they're looking pretty legit at this point. So, beyond that, not getting any spoiler territory here, but yeah, I'm happy. Like, I can't wait to play this stuff and go camping with my Pokemon on the Switch for God knows how long. I'm going to be playing that for a long time. Oh dear lord. But anyway, actually, I think there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. I mentioned before I was getting more into makeup. Now, I ran into a snag. I ran out of makeup wipes. Lucky me. But here's the thing, I'm gonna find alternatives to get the stuff off, probably just soap and water. So one of my videos in the near future will be how I do my makeup. Maybe I'll do, I have my wigs, so I could do like a drag queen thing, because there's a story behind that actually. That's a whole nother story time. Ooh, 4 videos today? Personal note, 4 videos. I tend to record these in batches, by the way, so if you ever hear me like rambling about how many videos I'm doing, that's why. It's just easier on my Saturday, it keeps me from getting burned out, and I can just upload and relax while that stuff happens. It's just easier on my brain, honestly. Little kind of insider secret there to me is I'll record several days worth of video, edit them and save them on my phone, and I'll upload them later. And that gives me more time to think of ideas and stuff. So there you go. But yeah, that's basically what's going on with my life. It's been crazy lately. I've been lucky to find time to do this. Like, I really love making videos, and I never want to stop. I want to keep going with this and doing crazier stuff and going to see new places and moving and all this crazy shit. And I hope you stick with me, because I'm really, really having fun. I'm so energetic right now. And I'm only ever energetic when I'm home alone. I wonder why. Regardless, thank you so much for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. I always do. If you like what I do here, leave me a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really helps me a lot, especially with this algorithm. It is a mess. You're beautiful, you're valued, and you're important. That is very, very, very important to me and everyone up here. And I will see you next video I make, whatever that may be. So until then, goodbye.